Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another...
Oh, no! We suck again!
Yes, it's the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox, on a Tuesday, as we took a day off the other day for reasons unknown, although it's technically a travel day. However, the Angels were on a short travel distance to Arizona, which I don't know why they had a day off. But even with a day off, Ron Washington, with his infinite wisdom, decided, you know what? Let's go with Jose Suarez. So before we get into all that and we talk about Suarez and everything else that's wrong with his team, let's talk about Mezzo, which is going to be opening up an awesome place for the grand opening on the 22nd of this month. We're going to have more information. It'll be the Heady first tailgate of the year. So be sure to check that out. And then we're going to have more information and the commercial running tomorrow at some point. So check that out. And then we also have a very, 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 very special thing going on over there on the 29th, which you'll want to be a part of in supporting the team and supporting us and them all at the same time. So with that being said, it is the only podcast post-game that's actually legit and not an ass-kissing show like AM 830 and others. So with that being said, I am all for selling the team, and obviously this ain't going to do nothing to move the needle. This isn't going to do nothing to change things, but we wanted to embarrass Artie, and that did not get the point across. But it did get one thing across, is that his ego is massive, bigger than the Big A. And you know what? It's even bigger than the Big Dong by Calhoun. And by the way, I have a complaint about him later in the game that kind of pissed me off. It's not for the lack of hustle. It's for the lack of not being able to move that big anchor between his legs to get around the bases much faster. That's what pissed me off tonight. The Angels lose. How many times have we said that this year? Well, let's try saying that for the 41st time. 41 times in 66 games. We've looked up at the scoreboard and we're on the wrong end of it. Against a team with, if you ever want to talk about a one-hit wonder, everything working right for a team in 1 year, look no further than last year's Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona Diamondbacks were last year's Cinderella story that just could not finish the banquet or whatever the hell the ball was. The glass slipper fell off in the championship series. But that team had a phenomenal year. Everyone's talking about, Corbin this, Corbin that. He's batting 204, but don't tell him when he plays the Angels. We make everybody look good. And again, going back to it, Ron Washington's like, well, we had the day off and we're going to have a special guest pitcher, Suarez. Dude, you literally could go on a four-man rotation. There's no need to have a bullpen day like years past with the Angels. Let's have a bullpen day for the hell of it. You don't need a bullpen game at all at least on this squad. But no, we're going to do it anyway with a day off. 2 days off in 10 days, and still we're like, nah, let's do a bullpen day. All the talk about wasting pitchers, all the talk about saying, hey, we gotta make sure we get the most out of these pitchers, and also we get the most rest because they need their mimis. Their arms are gonna fall off. Hey! Where's the hay? We go to Suarez and you knew he wasn't gonna give you anything. So you automatically, again, make Arizona look good. So again, we're very, like tonight's title of the show, we make everyone else look good. We are the slump busters. We are the chicks with the paper bags over our head that you just want to bang to get it over with. Something that Big 20 should probably do just to get himself started. But no! Jose Suarez does this.
Dead man walking. If he tries me, I will make him famous.
Someone please explain to me, what is the love affair with Jose Suarez? Everyone said, oh, he has so much good potential. Where? He doesn't do anything right. He tips his pitches. Our center fielder sees it when he's actually on the field. But no, Suarez has still got all kinds of capability. We DFA guys with far better talent. And we hold on to this loser for some reason. Oh, I'm tired of him. It sucks. I'm tired of potential. We got potential. No, he doesn't. He sucks. And I'm wearing this paper bag because that's how I feel rooting for this goddamn team nightly. Arizona Diamondbacks? This is a better jersey than what they were wearing tonight. Dude, that jersey looks crappy. Mustard yellow, snake bitten by the Diamondbacks. It's one thing to be snake bitten by him last year, because at least last year you're like, well, that's a good team. But this year, are you kidding me? It's all in my face right now. That's what she said. But look, 2 2/3, 4 runs, 6 hits for Suarez. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 home run allowed. He had to do that. But you know what I'm so disappointed in? I'm so disappointed that, again, a bullpen that's paper thin, that's giving you all they have all year, and yet you want to work them in situations you don't need to. You don't need a bullpen game. You're going to try to... I'm going to be on the side of preserving the pitchers. Stuff that I said last year I hated because they say, well, you only pitch one night and you can't pitch tomorrow. Analytics. I'm not going for those analytics, but I will say, for a bullpen that's not highly talented, that's literally gotten the most out of the pitching that they have outside of Suarez and Estevez, why would you tax these guys, or use them, I should say, when you don't need to? You notice this bullpen pitch is much better when pitchers are going 6, not when they're going 2 or 3. That's when you run into problems. So the rest of the bullpen looked like this. Fulmer, 2 2/3, coming out way earlier than expected. He had 2 runs given up, 3 walks. Didn't look that great. Threw 61 pitches in 2 2/3. Same thing for Suarez, 65 pitches, 20 for Simber. He was the only one. Well, him and Strickland did not allow a run. Strickland's ERA, although 2 bad performances in a row, it's up to 3.14. Ben Joyce, poor Ben Joyce. We're all rooting for this kid. We want him to turn into something special. He's got a 22 ERA. As a team, remember when we were playing better in April, or at least in parts of May, we were saying, well, the positives out of this one is you're able to have less pitches thrown by your bullpen and your starters than the other team. Not so much tonight. You almost threw 200 pitches collectively to their 147. This is getting old, people. And we are just in June. We are not to the halfway point. I really wish we had the freedom to wear what we wanted to. I get masks, okay? I get the whole thing of like the way the world is now, you can't trust people with masks. But god damn it, you trusted people with scarves and masks as far as COVID for almost 2 years. While people got robbed and getting, mistreated with those masks when people were like, oh, they're just trying to protect me and you, social distancing. No, they're trying to rob your ass. But I would love to bring paper bags. I would love for these to be allowed into the stadium. I wish our fearless leader would allow this into the stadium. What do you got to lose by now? We already know you're a crap owner. And we've known what you've done to this team, to the fan base. I mean, we're so scarred. As a fan base, we want this team to be good, man. And some nights I'm able to be like, oh, you could take a loss, let's get that pick. But what are you going to do with it? Give me a direction. We don't have that. Okay, so we suck, but give me a direction. We don't have a direction. No one says anything. We don't know if we're going to have our general manager at the end of the year. We don't know if we're going to have our owner or our manager at the end of the year. There's so much turmoil. And then you keep seeing articles about former players saying, oh, I didn't, the staff sucks. The ownership, everyone in the front office, it's a toxic environment. Nothing changes. It just keeps getting worse. So then I have a night like this because I have a day off, spent it with a family. You recharge and you're like, I'm ready to watch Angels baseball again. Woohoo! Not so much. Not so much. So when we have a lead, we play Buttercup and we blow it. When we ultimately win, we play Stukas. What do you think we get tonight for like the 50th time?
I will be strong, I will be faithful, 'cause I'm counting on a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper meaning, yeah. And I wanna stand with you on a mountain, and I wanna bathe with you in the sea, and I wanna lay like this forever until the sky falls down on.
Speaking of number 6, if anyone wants to be the poster boy for what's wrong with this franchise, I mean, you can easily put Artie Moreno as the problem. It's me, it's Artie Moreno.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me.
But you can, as far as a player, if you had to point to one guy, and some Angel fans will be like, it's Mike Trout. It's Mike Trout. You could, but he's done more for this franchise than number 6. Number 6 is the epitome. It's just, if you got to point your finger at somebody who tipped the pitch, the teacher when you were in school and gave away something that got your recess canceled, that kid that always snitches, right? That always messes things up for everybody. That's number 6. It's all his fault. Oh, you can't fault the guy who took some money. You can fault the guy for not loving baseball. And look, it was a great interview with Heath Bell the other day, right? But I noticed one thing with Heath Bell that I didn't like. And that was the fact that, yes, you were a player in this league, but you're not a player no more. You understand how players work. You understand how the game works and the front office as well, because you're a part of that now and the part of the media. But no, he takes the side of, unwritten rules. I mentioned Moniak sucking. He should be let go. Hey, I know Moniak. So, do you know that he can't hit? And then also, hey, don't be, we all love God and we all love our kids and that comes first. Well, obviously, but you don't say it when you're getting paid millions upon millions to do the game that we as fans would give our right nut to do. And he just ho hum and said some of the most egregious things. He still got number 6's back. So it's people like that like, look, I respect the guy. We're going to have him on again, but just certain things that and I wanted to say something. I was this close, dude, both times. And I know it doesn't count for anything because I didn't say it. I wanted to so bad. And you know what? Maybe this time I'll call him out for it because he's such a such a down-to-earth guy. Well, so am I. I'm a real fan too. I'm a realist. And I think some people should be held accountable, not just owners, players too. This whole organization, it's like I said, we talked about this stuff before. It's just when you lose like this, you think they're turning the corner. You want them to be more successful. The Arizona Diamondbacks are the mid. Then what are we? What are we besides a dumpster fire? Inside, outside, however you want to call it. And yet, I'm still going to be 100% behind this team the rest of the way. Not Artie Moreno, fuck him. But I'm hoping this team makes improvement. We are scarred as a fan base. We do want this team to succeed. But I will never be like all these other podcasts, and especially not like Trent Rush, and especially like Roger Lodge. And I will tell you the truth. I will tell you my honest feelings. I will not sugarcoat anything, and I will not make excuses. And that goes for if I was part of the organization, if I was on the field, any of that. I can promise you 100%. I would not be a bootlicking houseman, no matter how much money. You say, oh, well, I'm sure if you had $1 million or $2 million. There's this thing called integrity. I might sell out a little bit, but I ain't going to go full sellout. See? Honest again. Let's see who got the awards tonight in a 9-4 ass kicking. What if I told you 4 guys? Now, you can't even find one guy on our team with 3 hits. What if I told you the Diamondbacks had 4 players with 3 hits? You'd be like, yeah, I could see that. Even with the Diamondbacks here. Well, that's what they had tonight. 4 guys with 3 hits. 2 of them are very interesting. The other 2, it's like 15 hits total, right? Corbin Carroll's been struggling all year. Duly noted. Barely over 200, right? Right at the Mendoza. This is a guy that was like almost MVP last year. Rookie of the year, all that stuff, right? Barely batting over 200, right? Struggling. Terrible. 3 hits tonight. He doesn't get the Stamos, though. I'm going to give it to a former Angel that we just said, you know what? We traded for you. We don't need your services anymore. And guess what? We're giving you away for free. For free, baby. And Randall Gritchick's like, man, I was drafted by you guys originally. I was an Angel fan. I've been all around the ballparks. And I wanted to come home. I wanted to do good for my team that originally drafted me. I was drafted the same year as Trout. But F you guys. 3 hits. And he's batting .316 for the Diamondbacks. They may suck, but he's having himself a good year. Another good Arturo Moreno move. Unfinished business. He's your Stamos winner tonight. He went 3 for 4. He was annoying on the bases, everything. Now let's see who gets the nacho night.
I love the nachos. Gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos. Ow.
Ow. Well, the gas station nachos go to the one, the only Ron Washington. Ron Washington. Why, like I said to start the show, why the hell do you go with a bullpen game when it's basically you had a day off? Everyone's as fresh as funk. And then you pick Suarez as your opener. Brilliant strategic move right there, my friend. You get a helping serving of nachos. Now let's see who was the golden dong.
It's a big Calhoun, the golden dome, for the player who stood out all day long. Stiffest competition on the field, halos in the infield, who's finna be revealed?
I think I have to give this one to at least an Angel. I don't want to give it a clean sweep to the Diamondbacks, so I'm going to give the big dong to Taylor Ward and those big ears. So he's got the biggest ears of the night on a routine basis, and now he has the biggest dong award, and that is the stiffest competition out there as he knocked in 2 hits and got on base 3 times with a walk, raising his average to a sparkling 250. In a year, he should be hitting 320 and carrying this team and trying to get a new contract. But he can't do any of it because he's not consistent. He sucks. By the way, did you see him at OC Dugout? Or not OC Dugout, Noble, and getting his nice painting and doing a lot of autographs? Not a fan. Not a fan of him. I'm a fan of Noble, but not a fan of Taylor Ward. I'm done with that guy. I really going to be disappointed if he's not traded. I'm just being honest. We got to get something for him. I really want him to get hot, like right now, till the deadline. Just rake. If he's the only one that's raking, let him rake. Let him get walks. Do whatever he's got to do. Let's send him to a team who needs a good number 7, number 8 hitter. And I'm sure he'll fill that role quite nicely. Before we get started, though, I just want to mention that Willie Caldong really pissed me off late in the game because it could have. It's not like they would have won the game either. So it's not like really pissed me off, but just annoying. We all know he's packing. We all know he brags about it by just standing there. The guy's got a horse-sized you-know-what. But come on, man. Even though, hey, the exit velocity on that double should have scored Calhoun, but he's a little slow around the bases. They're trying to make fat jokes, and it's not his stomach. Cal Dong, that's like dragging an anchor if you're a ship. That thing, he's trying to drag it like with 2 hands as he's running at the same time. And it's like leaving a dirt mark as he's streaking across the bases. There's no reason with 2 outs. You're running on contact. Big dong or not, you got to score, and he didn't score. So I'm mad at Calhoun tonight for that big dong. But before we get started, I'm going to take a botanical spritz.
Spritz o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast the day. Sip and cheer no matter the score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
Now let's talk about who's leading off tonight, Big 20. And he says, yo, we lost. Dang it. Sega says, man, I have no choice but to spritz myself to bed and make myself feel better. We just spritzed together. Arizona showed us their snakes and slapped us with them all game long. Also, James, the other Malou, says, oh, shit, here we go again. Yep.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Yep, that's for sure right there. Also, Grillmaster says, I think we're going to have to bring up Wallaker because with how hurt O'Hoppe looked, I might think he might go on the IL. And it's the same thing that Shonawell. Yeah, getting hit in the nuts by one player is one thing. 2 in 1 year, it was emotional damage, Anna. And but it was a tough one to watch tonight.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, not fun at all. Grillmaster also says Ward, Homer, Q, Bally's. Yeah, because in a game where we really needed that solo home run, we can always depend on Taylor Ward. Yeah, I'm annoyed at those solo blasts. O'Hoppe going to be swollen and come close to looking like Willie. He's going to be like, it's all balls. I love the mask, Anna says. Also, Sega says, Big 20, I can have my T.O. drive you to Tijuana. This is the kind of game where we made the other team look famous. Carroll had been struggling a lot this season, and he has 3 hits. Willie says, I can't believe we almost let 2 guys hit for the cycle against us. That's true. Logan got hit in the balls. Also, former Angels player almost hit for the cycle. Sega says Big 20. I can ask. Oh, I already did that. Justin says the Angels are still winning the World Series. Book it. That is he's still going with the honks, man. I swear to God. Grillmaster says Hammer. Logan got hit in D's nuts. Also, D nuts with the pain. Big 20 already said that. Oh, in Hong Kong, he loses his B card there. Look at those Diamondbacks or D-back City Connect jerseys. Q Bally's. Yeah, they were all over those. Gubazal's like, I wore some pretty interesting jerseys in Kansas City, but I'll tell you what, I would wear those mustard yellows any day. I mean, what's there to talk about at that point? Tyler checks in with, wait, I thought this was a Locked On podcast. They would never dare do the paper bag even for a second. My mom said the D-backs Connect jerseys look like the color of urine. They do. Big 20 is always going to remain a virgin as long as Jose Suarez is on his team. Ben said Ward stopped running after he hit first base on his double. Lazy. Yeah, that dude's slow as hell too. Also, Tyler says Matt, laugh out loud, looks like kind of a stomach bile. Also negative. He was blue balls. Louis 714 says the foul ball of the nuts sums up the Angels season twice. So if things happen in threes, that's 2 times. Who in your mind is going to be next to be hitting the ball? So let's see if we can get it right at the end of the season. Yeah, Big 20, check out the replay. Also, Malou says the Dong Award goes to Logan O'Hoppe for getting hit well in the dong. It's not for getting hit in the dong. It's for playing as the stiffest competition. Grillmaster says run fast and turn left unless you're going right to the injured list. Also, Big 20 is a big sugar puss, always yapping about how he gets none. I'm convinced he is. Oh, jeez. We're turning on each other all of a sudden. Jose Suarez pitches were so bad today. He was pretty bad, but he's bad every game. I believe Ward's right arm is shorter than his left when he throws. I agree. Taylor Ward left the game with lower back stiffness. Also, Lakers fan says Gritchick came to us and shit the bed. He sure did, but then he got it going for everybody else. Grillmaster says, hey, Trent Rush here time. Also, he's out of here. Suarez must have set the set of knee savers in the locker to be still on the roster. I don't know what he's doing. Knee pads or not, dude. Hi, I'm Marty, and welcome to Locked On Angels. 714 says sucks for Ben Joyce. It does, dude, because I just like anybody else who comes through our system, I want to see them succeed, but he just has not. I like the jerseys better than ours. You couldn't give me a City Connect, though. I agree. Also, Strickland and Simber sucked lately. Also, Chase gave up 6 runs and 5 walks, 2 innings pitched tonight. And that's Chase Silseth for AAA right there. Also, Dan says, yeah, Todd, day off, skip that day and stay on schedule. Pitch Soriano and stay on schedule. Exactly. But we go to this stupid crap that's been proven. Like every couple of years, there's a new thing in baseball. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just baseball's baseball. There's certain nuances you can get away with, but most of the stuff that stays in between the lines stays there for a reason. Like you literally had to come up with a rule to do away with a stupid shift, and it should, we argued back and forth about, okay, well then hit the other way. Well, the players don't want to put in the time or the effort to do that. So they had to come up with what is it called? A rule to change that. But when you're talking about, hey, let's do a opening starter. Let's do this. Let's do that. That's all stupid crap. It's so stupid. Frustrating. Oh, and Ben Joyce isn't fooling anyone with that 105 mile per hour. It doesn't have any movement. That's what sucks. He needs better breaking pitches. And he needs I think he needs to incorporate, maybe take a couple digits off that. If he was 99 with a 4-seamer instead, there's nothing wrong with that. He'd be devastating with the breaking pitches. Yeah, we can't figure that stuff out. Oh, man, paper bags are out. They sure are. Courtney says, went to Wrigley and Brewers Stadium for vacation, and they wore superhero outfits and masks and all sorts of team spirit apparel that's handmade. That's crazy, Courtney. I wonder, did you get any pictures by chance? Because, again, You're not allowed to wear any of that stuff in Angel Stadium, but apparently, like Courtney says, you could do it on the road, and it's very well accepted. Dan says, "And masks never helped or worked. They they don't stop a fart. I know I tried." He gave someone pink eye. Still not arguing a ton of after bad calls. We got to get out of here and yell, flip tables. It's just not going to work, dude. The Heath Bell podcast was dope. Yeah, it was good, Willie Mack. I enjoyed it. There was a couple things where I was just like, okay, man, I understand you're a player, but you gotta see it how it is, man. Like if I was a player, I'd be all player while I'm in the union, while I'm a part of the team, while I'm in the league. But once I'm out, and if I'm called out to be a part of the media, I'll call a spade a spade. I'll be like, dude, I wouldn't have liked that. I wouldn't have respected that. Give your honest opinion. And he was about 95% of honest. I just don't think he wanted to push that issue with number 6 and his beliefs, or the fact that number 6 doesn't like baseball. Because I brought it up and I was like, bro, how can you sign somebody that clearly doesn't have a love for the game? It doesn't make sense. Buttercup worse than Big 20 after not getting to home plate. The closest he's come to getting his Jimmy wet was surfing. And even that's in a wetsuit. Also, Grillmaster says Heath rung our bell on the interview today. Rendon is worst. That's for sure. Marty checks in with, did we win? No, we did not. Let's see. Rendon is worse than Hamilton signing. Absolutely. Number 6 took a shit in my paper bag. Or you picked up his dump, one of the two. Damn, we're going to get swept. I wouldn't be surprised, Marty, because I don't think we're going to win 2 out of 3. We might steal 1. Stamos to Carroll or Gritchick, Nachos to Suarez because fuck him, and then Dong Award to Pedro or Alexander. That was kind of close. Let's see. Also, Willie Mack says, he got touchy on the Mickey question. Laugh out loud. I was waiting for you guys to ask him what he went south after he got paid. Yeah, you know what? That's true. I kind of left that one down right there. Get up, get down. Halos are a joke in your town. I feel we should put some music behind that. Kevin Rush says, didn't really see the game because of the dumpster fire at work. Looks like a dumpster fire of a game. It was just bad baseball from start to finish. As soon as Suarez was on the mound, we were done. And it sucks too, because you also have these players that are trying to, play for next year. They're trying to play for a job. I think some of them are pressing. I mean, it's clear as day with Adele. And I brought this up a couple days ago. Why don't we have special assistants? Like, this team used to go out and get guys that were former players or just recently removed from rosters that were Angels before to come in and help these guys, mentor these guys, get these guys into good routines, good habits. And they stopped doing that under guess who? Guess who's back again, unfinished business, tell a friend. That's who they put it under. And again, when you got an owner that does not see what me and you see on a daily basis, when all he sees is, do we have the right kind of billboards? Do we have enough Christmas in July and Christmas in June? Like, no, dude, we don't need all that, dude. How about spending some of that time and effort away from promotions and put it back into the team? Give us some mentors to come in, because you realize how excited people were when Don Baylor was a part of this club just for a little bit before he passed, God rest his soul. And when you had, a lot of people some people don't like him, obviously, like Dan. Rod Carew, I was excited when he was here. When Mickey Hatcher was here, he was a great hitting coach. I mean, you could have a silent, I don't give a crap, not talking to the media, not impressed with the guy, but his stature is respected, his knowledge is respected as a pitching coach, right? As long as he's got those intangibles, I don't need him impressing the pitchers. I just want them respecting him, the pitching coach, and learning the tools of the trade, and for that pitching coach to elevate. So I don't care if you get a big name, as long as that guy gets the job done. When it comes to a hitting coach, I need him to be respected by the hitters coming up. I need to know that the players know who he is, who he was, what he represents. And I want them to just pick his brain to know that, hey, I want to learn what he learned in his time period and bring it to mine. I want to incorporate everything, you know? That's the kind of hitting instructor you need. You don't need these guys that nobody's heard of, or your Paul Sorrento's, who struck out a gang of times as a player, was not known for any kind of contact up other than uppercut swings. And then you wonder why, geez, the Angels lead the league every year with strikeouts, and they lead the league with solo home runs because it's all or nothing. That's all they care about. Then you follow that up with Marcus Thames, who was barely a 200 hitter for his career. Same damn thing. And this hitting instructor, the jury's out on him, but you still don't know who he is. You don't know what he's about. He doesn't like inspire anybody. Barry Enright, okay, I guess. I mean, you're seeing a little bit better. At least I could be like, well, he's doing something. But we never addressed that hitting instructor thing. We never got mentors, and I think that's why so many of these hitters that should have been pulled aside, given a couple days off to hit real batting cages. It's almost like I want to send them to Bellflower and face because the hitting machine that we have in our stadium is a joke. Any of that stuff that they say, well, the Angels are going to be hitting the batting cages. Don't worry about it. They're going to be hitting the batting cages together. Oh, yeah, they're hitting the batting cage. No, they're not. And if they do, they got to wait because they only got one. We are not a team that has an indoor facility right next to the stadium like half the league, you know, or they can have an adjacent college ready, almost major league baseball field to practice on. Not us. We gave all that up when we let everyone build condos to surround our stadium. It's boring. Marcia wants to know if Ohapi needs his nuts taken care of. I'm sure he or she does. F. Trent Rush, I agree wholeheartedly. Let's see. Also, Gritchick took his snake and spritzed all over us. Grillmaster says Trout is going to win his ring with us, even if he's our DH or playing first base in his late 30s. He'll be Mr. Angel. Dude, I hope, Willie, because that means this team will have something going. If we lose one tomorrow, or if we lose one today, which we did, we lose two tomorrow, that's on Thursday, and then, or actually Thursday would be the losing streak. I messed that one up. Who cares? Also, Timur 20 says, I knew this game was a loss when I saw Suarez starting tonight. No, that's just a given. It's sort of like when you see a chick and you think you're getting lucky, and she comes over as modest as can be and is like, I don't really feel like Netflix and chill tonight. I feel like just going out, you know, going for a walk. And maybe getting some coffee. And just like, blue balls tonight for sure. I'm flipping the bill. Arizona radio broadcast was hyping up Gritchick like he's Luis Gonzalez. I could see that. Ron Washington Sega says, I'm pretty happy Suarez was competing up until he threw 60 pitches, which was competing. I didn't know his emotions are starting. He ran out of gas. What the fuck? How does Wash manage to do this? I don't know. And again, you have certain people that seem to think that Washington is filling out these players and filling out what he's got for next year. I don't think he's got that time. And I truly think that when he got this job, which he got it before free agency started, I mean, just go back to when Ron Washington was asked about, hey, is there any Ohtani news? He's like, I got something to say, but I know some things, but I just can't say it at this moment. But there's some things. What were those things? Did they promise him, Ohtani's coming back? You know, or is that Ron Washington's way of just laughing and crying outwardly, saying, you know, hey, I know some things, Angel fans. He ain't coming back. He's probably going to the Dodgers. I wish we could pick his brain and find out, you know, hey, what were you trying to hint at in spring training at winter meetings? Because nothing came out of that. And by the way, can somebody let me know if we are running the West yet? And running the West in fourth place is one thing, but I thought you're supposed to run the West in first. Should we trade sooner or later? I'd say trade sooner. Don't wait till the last minute. We literally don't have players that people are foaming at the mouth. We have players that GMs are like, hey, that's a nice piece right there. That's a nice piece. That could help us out right there. and I'm willing to give up this right now. If you wait till the last minute, you're playing chicken. It's pretty stupid. Can we give nachos to Loop for just old time's sake? No, they got to be on the roster. Calhoun in the final shot of the Dawn clip just feels like this. He's staring into my soul. Or your dog's, Leaf. Who's the chick that's is at Calhoun Sausage Fest? Oh, I think that's what's her name? The I can't, Erica Weston. By the way,
Hey everybody, come on down to Biggie's Barbecue, located at the Los Angeles County Fair. Try anything from our garlic fries to cheese tots, Nashville hot chicken sandwiches to corn dogs. And for you Angel fans out there, come on down and try the new bacon-wrapped pork belly on a stick, also known as the Big Cal Hung. That's right, Willie Calhoun from your Los Angeles Angels stopped by and tried this pork belly on a stick, and he said it's the best piece of meat he's ever stuck in his mouth. Come on down and bring the whole family. Remember, limited time only. We'll see you here.
Everyone enjoys that. Sega says, did Ohapi need to go to the hospital? No, nothing like that. He's just happy it wasn't worse than what it was about Ward. He said his back tightened up. I took him out. Didn't need to give him more at bats. Well, yeah, he's lazy anyway, that guy. But just read that Taylor Ward left the game because of lower back tightness. All these injuries don't freaking, trip me out at all. But it's the Halo Honk line.
Merry Christmas, Todd. What are you ready for? The 28th? Oh.
It seems like you're ready for something. You've had your schnapps tonight, right?
Oh, peppermint. Good old peppermint schnapps. Oh, Todd, I was just thinking. We have Christmas coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's bad feedback.
Oh, sorry.
I
have my jingle balls out.
Please tell me that's not your balls, but actual jingle bells.
No, these are my balls. Listen to this. That's the noise they make. That's what happens when you get old. Hey, I have another surprise for all you kids out there.
What's that?
Oh, put your hands together for a big warm welcome for Mr. Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Herr Todd.
Oh, come on. I don't need the head of security here. Screw you, man. I don't like you.
How do you say ho, ho, ho?
I don't know.
I wrote something for you. I hope you enjoy.
All right, let's hear it.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, except for me, Klaus. Our billy clubs and brass knuckles were hung at the gate with care, in hopes that Herr Todd soon would be there.
Oh, geez.
The children were ready for yet another Trout bobblehead, while Todd's body is in the parking lot left for dead.
Wow.
When out of the storage room there arose such a clatter, I sprung from my post to see what was the matter. When what to my wandering eyes did I find wrong? But Grillmaster stroking his dong. He beat that little member so lively and quick, I knew in a moment his hand was his chick. More rapid than eagles, he continued with no shame. And he whistled and shouted and called her by name. Oh, Masha! Oh, Masha! Geez, Masha! Dang, Masha! Marry me, Masha! To the top of the ceiling, to the top of the wall, he spritz and he spritz and he spritz down the hall. And then in a twinkling, I heard from the bullpen, Big 20, prancing and dancing and not scoring again. As I drew in my head and was turning around, on the escalator, Ron Washington came down. He was dressed like Tony Montana from his head to his toe and was wearing a cheap coat he borrowed from Halo Joe. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. The drool from his mouth poured down in a steady flow, and the residue in his nostrils was as white as snow.
Oh, come on, man.
The freshly lit cigarette held tightly in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled out the lineup, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside his nose, he'd give it a sniff, oop the booger sugar rose. Terry's in the van with a smile is something to fear. But when the season is over, he's out of here. But I heard him explain with the count 2-0. Happy Christmas to all and Heil Moreno! Thank you. I wrote that for you. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, Merry Christmas! Oh, that's the best Santa Claus impersonation I ever seen. And he didn't smell like bourbon either. Oh boy.
I don't envy Klaus because he's got to see those balls out right now.
Oh, they're out. They're out. There's nothing like a set of old man balls hanging. Sometimes when I wear my shorts, I have to tuck them in my sock.
But look, as much as I don't like Klaus, that was pretty impressive.
Oh, did you like that? I heard he told me he spent all last month writing that.
Oh wow!
just for Christmas in June. I can't wait, Todd. The 28th. Who's coming down? Christmas in June, baby. It's the biggest time of the year. Oh.
I can't wait. I hope he reads that on the Jumbotron. That'd be great.
That would be good. That would be good. It was got a little dark in some of the spots there.
Yeah, I didn't like the part where he's beating me with a billy club. I didn't like that.
Yeah, that was a guy, he's got his moments, but hey, Angel Stadium's been the safest stadium this side of the Mississippi. Whatever that means. I've heard people say that before, huh? It just sounds good. Hey, you want to hear me do the twist?
No.
Come on, baby, and do that twist. Chubby Becker and the Bad Boys are doing that twist. Wow!
All right.
I'll see you all later. Oh, I'm gonna go fall off. Oh God.
You all right?
You have a good one, Tom. Oh no, I was about to go, but I don't want to be rude.
Oh yeah, you rude? No way. All right, thanks, Artie.
Yeah, have a good night. I love you, Todd.
Nope.
I'll see you later.
Feelings not mutual. Bye.
Whoa.
Wow. Hoppy summed up the past decade for the Angels getting hit in the nuts. Brian checks in. Well, remember when we traded that good prospect Kyle Bradish for Dylan Bundy? Bradish is killing it, and Bundy's retired. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
What is up, Big 20?
Oh, we lost again.
No way.
Oh, no!
So
We suck
happy
again!
Starting off with the sweep with the Padres, and then we walked it off on Sunday. Happy about that. But tonight, man, it just got me down before my tomorrow with my 2% crew, and they're making me do a video of me saying, like, for surfing, get it right, like for everything that comes out.
Wait, what's a 2% crew? Are you a biker gang now?
Not 2%'s my sponsor for surfing.
Never heard of it.
It's like Callahan, Dino, and like and like Chloe and Dino's sponsoring like
these nuts,
18-year-olds, like graduated kids from high school and surfing. A
Okay.
pro surfer. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He was on tour for a while, like the championship tour, and now he's not, but he's trying to requalify. So it's pretty cool.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm bummed we lost. But this weekend, maybe there'll be parties, but I have a surf competition that I'm going to. And then next week, my friend's having graduation party. And
I feel like you're stuck in a movie Groundhog Day where it's like the same thing every weekend.
And then after that, guess what? It's that awesome time of year again. 4th of July, baby. Independence Day, where we party with hot chicks on the beach. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All
yeah.
day. Guess what? Day, and then we swim, and then we get lit during the night. And 4th of July, hopefully I have some of my own fireworks, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Spritzing yourself.
Nope. Lose my V card on 4th of July, hopefully.
I will bet you $500 that doesn't happen.
No, because this year it's going to happen. It's going to be like awesome on 4th of July. We're going to be like, happy 4th of July.
You're going to be like, you're going to be like 500
oh,
pesos
God,
says I
let's
score.
go in my room. And I'm going to be like, let's go in my room, girl, or bring her back to the house. Yeah, on 4th of July night.
Okay.
It's going to be awesome. But, yeah, it sucks we lost, but hopefully we win tomorrow.
Okay.
And I was watching it. I'm like, damn, Suarez is doing pretty good. Oh, fuck. He just gave up a home run.
Yep.
There goes the game.
And he sucks, right?
So, yeah, he sucks again.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Big 20. Well, give me an update tomorrow.
I'll give you an update tomorrow on how my photo shoot goes. And summer's almost halfway done. Or, yeah, it's almost halfway, but I'm still have a lot of good things coming up. And, yeah, and I just back up my 2% win title that I won last year, the big contest I won last year at the end of July. And,
We won?
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
All right, there goes Big 20 right there. He didn't have it too much tonight. Getting back to it, what a dumbass trade. A perfect example of piss poor management. He was talking about Dylan Bundy right there. Demetro says, Rory Marcus from heaven be like, just another Halo loss. I remember Don Baylor breaking his leg on opening day. That was truly sad. Also, the only mentor Artie allows is himself. Also, Ben checks in with our pitching coach, dresses like a clown. I probably do a good thing. Do you think Terry Smith loves sitting next to Langston because of his big, fat, juicy, delicious cock? I wouldn't know about that, but I bet you would like to take a bite out of that. Time for your phone calls. You only get to talk about things involving winning. I'm ready for half of your phone calls. Trent Rush. Sega says, I'm sick of our Jose Suarez, and I'm Big 20 is a big ass pussy hunter. Gets more play than him. Oh, Silent E says Suarez is the goat, the throat goat. Forget about Trout. Suarez has that $1 million willy washer. Move aside, Nancy Reagan. Yikes. Lee says at Willie Mack, didn't the Mariners blow the Angels out in that one game? Also, Willie says, if you could choose who stays on the coaching staff, who stays and who goes. I would say Ron Washington right now and Barry Enright, and everybody else can go. I think so right now. Let's see. Demetrio, I miss Rory Marcus too. I do too, man. It sucks. He died so young too. He was only in his 50s. Honey, don't touch my dong tonight. It's too beat up because we had too much sex. Oh, Hoppy. Dad says, only got the Arizona feed. Rob Brenly and the other guy kept calling us Los Angeles of LA. I was livid. We aren't the damn Doyers, you a-holes. Oh, I hate LA. Love my Rams, though. That's only you. Willie says, does Adele have a green light every time he's on base? I think so. I think there is no, what do you call it? There is no accountability right there. Snut says, hey, are you doing the Mezzo's tailgate on the 22nd? Yes, we are. And we will be posting about that, the video, as soon as this thing's over, maybe tomorrow. We'll have more updates. And the 29th, I'll let you know about that. The 29th, we got something even bigger going on over at Mezzo. So keep up to date on that. I think the things that Ron Washington knows is that he shouldn't have came to Anaheim, and that the Angels are effed as long as Artie is still owning the team. Preach on, Leaf. Also, One Jets Pod says they lost. Haha, I told you. Also, let's see. Erica Weston is Nurse Joy tonight for Logan Hoppy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's got his nipples hard again. Even that Biggie Spare commercial, stop calling it Los Angeles. You don't like the Big Cal Dong one? See, if when Hoppy stood up after he got hit, I was kind of seeing the outline of why were you doing that? Why were you looking at the dong? Let's see. Also, yeah, you guys were liking the Artie, the stuff right there by our boy. Let's see. PS3 says, laugh my ass off when is Drunk Artie's next comedy show. I need to check it out. Dude is hilarious. All I gotta say is my boy can do a hell of a lot of imitations. So, and his rhyme was just freaking on it. That's all I'm saying. Since Artie likes entertainment, he should have Penis Weekend. It should be just an A train. You know how like Houston has that train in the center field wall? It should just be his A train, a monument of his A train going across, going woo woo. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, if you think about it, we got nothing going on in center field. I mean, yeah, we got the rocks, but we don't play the fountain. Water no more as high unless someone hits a home run. But behind the rocks, there's plenty of room to put a train right there. Holy cow! Klaus killed his poem. He did. He was just rhyming, dude. That way it was killing it right there. Is Girl gonna call it and tell us to be quiet? Also, I hate them both tonight. Gotta love that lady Marsha. Big 20 he can get himself some play over in Hong Kong, Willie Mack. I'm just saying. See, when they hit O'Hoppy in the nuts, I said, ha, got him. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's painful for any guy. You watch some guy get hit in the nuts, women will just stand there like, oh, that's unfortunate. Guys are, oh, like you automatically feel it.
These nuts. Got him.
And we're always like, that got him. You know what I mean? Also, Big 20 needs a Thailand right now. Big 20 is lame, Marty says. He's got his fans and he's got his haters. So there you go. Grill Master, what'd I tell you about that? I'm going to ban you for that. I can't. Look, some I get through because they're repetitive or they're jokes that just don't hit. So I go like Big 20s. I don't read all his yep, haha, no, yep, because he's responding to stuff that we don't know in context. So if it's out of context, I don't read them. You know what I mean? Like if they're in context, I'll read them. Let's see. When Big 20 told, let's see, Big 20 gets laid, guaranteed she will be a hottie, dumb as dog shit, but for a hottie, for sure, book it. See, and also wins a Haiti tailgate 22nd. We will be there for sure. Can't believe you actually believed in Suarez. See, no one's gonna. There's always gonna be. It could be 20 years from now, and if I'm doing this 20 years from now, I officially have no life. But if I'm doing this 20 years from now, someone's gonna mention with a cane, "Hey, didn't you say Suarez was good 20 years ago?" I'll be talking about the Angels winning their third championship in a row. Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, though, because in 2023, you said the Angels' best pitcher was going to be Suarez. I'm like, huh? I don't remember Suarez. Huh? See, also, Grimace says Sapphire said no sex with Artie. After that, he had a shit ton of penis envy over Klaus. Had to fix it. He had jingle balls tonight. That was pretty impressive. Let's see. Also, So, I'm not going to read that one Jets pod. Big 20 tries to catch his spritz and thinks it's fun. Oh, that's disgusting. Eric says, laugh out loud. I step away and I hear woo. And I'm like, oh, drunk Artie time. Yep. Eric already knows, dude. Ben says, Big 20 and Grillmaster. Todd, skip your comments. Hashtag me too. I'm just saying they get repetitive, so you have to come up with new stuff because again, Big 20 is just commenting saying nope and yes, and so there's really no reason to read those. And if Grillmaster's saying the same thing in a row, then yeah, I mean, or he's just doing repetitive jokes, you know, because look, again, we try to read all the comments, but if you're not hitting on the comments, if people aren't liking it or responding to you, that's one thing. But if like, you know what I mean? Like if we had like, there's nights when we have like 150, 200 people on here. And then like tonight's kind of, you know, we're about halfway, but I mean, like if we have 150 to 200 people and I'm trying to get through all the comments, yes, I'm reading them. But if I'm just saying, you know, if it's Grillmaster saying this incorrect, one Jets pod incorrect, what does that bring to the show? You know, I mean, that's just banter you're doing with, you know, with Randy. But you know what I mean? And then Big 20 is just like, no. What's that too? Because I'm catching up on the comments. It doesn't bring nothing to the show. I can't hit back on it. You know what I'm saying? So I shouldn't have to explain these things. I'm just saying. But Jingle Balls, Artie falls, and Klaus to revive him. See, that's doesn't rhyme all the way. Doesn't rhyme all the way. Anyway, let's get into some scores real quick. If there's no more phone calls for the night, because I think we had some pretty epic ones with Klaus. I was not expecting that from Klaus to be a rhymer. Orioles and Braves, a good series. Braves are starting to fade since they've lost some key players. It's kind of sad because I thought they'd be the beast of the East. But the Orioles look to be that. Even though they're in second place, they blanked them 4-0 at home. Tigers remain around 500. So do the Nationals. Battle of 500 teams. 5-4 Nationals win. Disappointing Rays in last place beat the Cubs, who have been fading 5-2. Cubs have been disappointing. The shit fucks continue. I mean, what can I say? They continue to play good, and I don't understand it. They beat the Reds 5-3, another mediocre team, the Reds, which should have been better. The Marlins are starting to get and play a little bit better. They beat the Mets, who are another team that's disappointing, and that's the thing I freaking hate. Because anytime you talk about, hey, who's gonna take over this team? You know, like, look what happened to the Mets. We don't need an ownership change. It's like Cohen is given the keys to Epler. That's the problem. You know, he didn't hand it over to somebody that actually knows what he's doing. Did we forget what Epler did here? And I'd rather have Cohen as an owner because he's got deep pockets, number one. And number two, he actually interacts with the fans. You know what I mean? Like, not like, unlike Artie. So I just don't think he hires the right people either. But he has the money to do it. I mean, I would have went out and got an Epstein, dude. The Mets are just bad again. And they should have moved on from Alonso 2 years ago when his freaking stock was super high. I really think they should have never gotten Lindor, number one, and you should have traded Alonso. That's a dumb move holding on to him. And watch, they'll probably re-sign him too. They're the Angels of the East. Phillies 4, Red Sox 1. Rockies defeat the Twins. Look out. The Twins are coming back to earth, and the Rockies are playing a little bit better. Pirates getting back to 500. They beat their rivals, the Cardinals. I always like watching their games. I always do like watching their games. You know, Skeens is giving me another reason. I don't know. I always feel bad for the Pirates. I love their stadium. That's one of my bucket lists. And one of the things I was jealous over Fernando. He went to freaking Pittsburgh. That's awesome. I wish I could have gone. Money wasn't right for me at the time he went. But Paul Skeens is going to be a freaking. I just hope they hold on to that dude. That guy could be a guy pitching the Pirates into the postseason one day. Another team I don't get, which has always been stocked with players, but they never get it done. The Yankees. They scored 10 runs and blow out the Royals at a Yankees home game. basically in Kansas City 10-1. Blue Jays are a frustrating team too, but they beat the Brewers 3-0. And then you had the White Sox losing to the Mariners 4-3. You had the Padres over the Athletics 4-3. And then you had the Astros over the Giants 3-1. And the Raiders defeat the Rangers 15-2 on 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Let's see. Willie says, how come we never hear about the Angels scouting players overseas? Because they don't spend enough money to do that. And Demetrio says, I just wish we could trade everyone and suck because we are legit rebuilding. But we're not. And if we could, we could. Do we really are the Mets of the East, or they really are? Yes, they really are, dude. I mean, it's serious. Twins are so weird. Win 5 in a row, lose 7 in a row, win 6 in a row, lose 8 in a row. Yeah, they are what they are, man. Skeens is a stud. I wish we had him. The only scouting report the Angels hitters have is YouTubing their name on a dial-up computer. Yeah, they still get those dial-up cards, the free cue cards. Demetrio says, not only are we the stepchild out here, we are also the adopted special needs child with that's trans. Jeez. Wow. Also, Eric says, is 6 done for the year? If he is, he's my pick, the ball in the nuts. That would be cool. Because if anyone deserves to get hit in the nuts, whether it's by a pitch or just kicked, I would have to say it would be number 6. The pride of El Toro High School. One Jet Spot says, I don't know, Mets fans finally starting to turn on Cohen this season. I hadn't heard about that, so I really haven't paid attention. But if they are, that's kind of fast. I would have gave him like 5 years. If he doesn't do anything in 5 years, then yeah, he's a shit owner. Jared Jones went to La Mirada High School. Their other stud rookie throws 101. He's supposed to be coming up pretty soon too. What's up, Thomas Montoya? And also the scouting report from the Angels about Calhoun's Willie size right there is what the Angels cared about. And that Artie can put that on his billboards. Because that is one big-ass billboard. That's for damn sure. So with that being said, I think we've talked enough about the Angels losing again and other stuff. We just got to keep our composure and be ready for tomorrow.
Come on, all right, everybody. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We've made a great effort so far. Let's just keep it up.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to just keep our composure.
Damn right. I appreciate everyone being on again. We're going to have some changes. Again, the commercial that's going to be coming out about Mezzo. We've got something big for the 29th. And when I mean big, it's let me just say, you'll be able to meet a current player for the Angels, and not just any current player, a player that you haven't seen do an interview other than maybe Bally's going, hey, check it out real quick. Hey, that's about it. But you'll be able to get up close and personal with him. I'll be interviewing him, and you'll be able to get autographs and pictures. So save the date for the 29th, and I will reveal who that is tomorrow on the post game. So keep that in mind for the 29th. It is a home game too, so if you want to come out to that, we'll probably have some 714 tickets for you if you don't have tickets already for that game. And yeah, so it should be fun. So clear your Sunday morning. It will be a morning, because to get that player there before game time, we're only going to have like an hour and a half with them. So again, you'd want to come out and have a good time with us over at Mezzo and hang out with us. So it'll be fun. It will be fun. So everybody, like Demetrio, thank you so much. And everyone have a good rest of your night. The Angels lose. We're going to play us out on a song that we are getting overly familiar with. No, it's not Spritz O'Clock. It is the Savage Garden. Good night, everybody.